Good morning. I just had the best breakfast. Oh my gosh. I just ate so good. But y'all, as I was eating, I was watching this person on TikTok. Mind you, I've never watched this person before. I actually just followed them. But they were breaking down the whole logistics of life. Like, you know how a lot of people think um there's one way of life when it comes to like religion. Like everybody has their personal belief on which religion is the best or the most fit or whatever. But she was breaking down the just like the whole idea of life. It started off with the government, not getting into that. But then she spoke on her personal experience about how she realized what was the truth and um how that kind of like revealed information, how that journey revealed information to her. Like my journey was so much more different. I just felt like I just always knew. It wasn't a matter of me being uh like feeling bamboozled or anything, cuz I just knew, like, oh my gosh, y'all, cuz I grew up in a Christian household. Mind you, I'm still in that Christian household. But I grew up in a Christian household, and they used to have us in all the church stuff, like all the church stuff. I was in choir. I was a praise dancer. I was a praise dancer for like most of my childhood. Like they had me praise dancing since I was like maybe 3, 4 years old, and that went all the way up into 15. Damn, that's the longest time. But I can't lie. There was a period of time where I wasn't praise dancing because it was a lot of moving around going. So whatever. But yeah, so that was up until I was 15. But then in the midst of that, I'm thinking, okay, so this is a Christian household. We're going to church every fucking day, damn near. We're doing all this church stuff, involved in all the church things. Like I was very known in the church. My family was very, very, very known in the church. Like, yeah, we all knew who belonged to who, basically. But yeah, like I used to pray every night. There was a point in time where I would literally pray every night, y'all. Just comparing it now to then, it just shows like how the idea is so misconstrued, because that's not to say like the Bible and the things that happen in the Bible never happened. That's not, you know, what I'm trying to say. It's just more so the way that everybody is looking at everything, the way that everybody is viewing everything, the way that everything is um constructed in the Bible. I genuinely think it's made like that to confuse people. I genuinely think like, especially being that a lot of people already have a certain way that they view the Bible, they already have a certain way that they, view these things. It doesn't make it no better that the text isn't really like straightforward. If you ask me, like it's straightforward, but like it's straightforward if you paying attention type shit. Like that's what I'm talking about. But a lot of people aren't paying attention, and that's the thing. And I feel like it all ties into, well, I know that it all ties into the government itself. So when you have that in your head, when you have all this programming and whatever else in your head, you're going to see things a certain way. You're going to view it through a certain lens. You're not viewing it as clearly as you think you are. Like a lot of people are viewing things from fear. They're not viewing things from love. And even if you are viewing things from love, there's still a chance that there's some other things masking that love as well. Like you would think it's love and it's really not. Like a lot of people, that's why when the whole conversation about can you love somebody and cheat, I be many people are gonna say no, you can't, no, you can't. But I feel like it depends on what that person sees as love, though. That's the thing. I feel like so much in this world is subjective. So much in this world is subjective, but everybody tries to make everything objective. What's objective is literally what already is. Like, you can't tell me this pillow isn't right here. This pillow is right here. That's something objective. But when it comes to like perspective, when it comes to how people view things, when it comes to what something means to somebody, that's subjective. You can't tell somebody that that's incorrect. That's their experience is correct for them, you know? So, yeah, that whole topic of can you cheat and love somebody at the same time? And people are like, "No, no you can't. No you can't." So, yeah, that's another reason why I hate Twitter discussions cuz everything is subjective. People are arguing about subjective shit. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, that was my experience. You know, growing up, I was so keen on trying to make sure I was doing the right. I was doing right for the Lord, basically. And it wasn't until I got kicked out the house for standing my ground face ass. No, I got kicked out the house because I was being a rebel. Like, I had got to a point where I was tired of doing right because it was like, girl, every time I do right, like, I still get my ass beat. Like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, fuck it, I'm just about to do whatever. So I started doing whatever. Got kicked out the house. I guess they was at their wits ends with my ass. Got kicked out the house, went to my daddy house. And that's when I decided, well, I didn't stop going to church immediately, but I stopped being involved in like, you know, the extracurricular stuff. Like, I go to church on Sunday, I go to Sunday school, all of that. Maybe vacation Bible school, but I'm not praise dancing. I'm not going to the choir. I'm not doing all of that. And plus, those were things that I hated to do anyways. Like, excuse me, I hated the idea of having to go to praise dance practice every fucking Monday after school. Like, I hated that because not only that, like, it's the people involved in it. Like, the praise dance lady, she was so passive aggressive. Like, I never knew what to genuinely think of her as a person, but it was like she was so serious about God, but she preached about love, but it was like she didn't really show love. Like, she was just too stern for me. And it wasn't even a matter of like trying to be serious about God. It was just like we couldn't laugh too hard. We laughed too hard. She's like, it's not funny. And I'm like, God damn, knowing me, like, all I do is fucking laugh. Like, bitch, I can't have joy. God damn. Like, yeah, I didn't like shit like that. I did not like shit like that. So yeah, I stopped going to praise dance. I stopped doing all of that because I'm like, it's just a whole bunch of shit that I don't like to do. But yeah. Then it came to a point where I was like assessing my life, and I'm like, you know, I'm asking all of these things of God, and girl, I ain't getting none of the shit I asked for yet. It's all about mindset. It's all about viewing things from a certain perspective. Because I'm asking him personal shit, like, can you help my mama? Like, can we actually have a relationship? Can we actually build something? Like, I'm asking him shit like that. And I can say the only thing, genuinely, the only thing that came true was me getting kicked out the house. I was begging to get kicked out the house, y'all. I've been begging to get kicked. Well, not even kicked out the house because we was all over the place. But I was begging to like literally not have to live with my mother. I was begging for that. I was begging and pleading, and I was begging for that for like a couple years. I was asking God. I was like, please, like, and you know what? Come to think about it and pay attention to how everything happened. Low key, he was answering my prayers. It was just a matter of, you know, how everything went. Because at first, we're living in an apartment with my mom. She had just got a divorce or whatever. We live in an apartment with my mom. She's raging like every fucking day. It's crazy. It's just a chaotic household. Okay, excuse me. So I'm asking, like, I want to go live with my granny. I want to go live with my granny. I can't take this shit. I want to go live with my granny. Like, that's some stuff that I would always say. Why the fuck my papa died, y'all? So we go live with my granny, but she's coming too. And I'm like, no, like, I mean, granny's here. It gets better. It gets better. But it got better till it was just like, okay, I still can't take it. So at this point, I'm just like, And my father came into my life at this. Well, I'm not gonna make it seem like he was never there. He was there. It's just that when my mama got married, he took a step back because that's not my business to disclose. I mean, disclose, but like he took a step back. Okay, but she got divorced. Um, and verbalizing all of this out loud, like I'm realizing a lot. I'm sorry because this wasn't even a route I was thinking to go. Scratch, scratch, interesting. Anyways, so yeah, that happened. He came back into me and my sister's lives or whatever. So now I'm like, I want to go live with my daddy. I want to go live with my daddy. Like, I can't take this shit. My mama don't even be home, but she come home and she get the yelling and shit. She get the doing all, just asking for a lot, and you're not here to really provide anything but the, material things. So yeah, I'm like, I want to go live with my daddy. I want to go live with my daddy. And it even came a point. Maybe this was me. Like, maybe that was like literal manifestation, y'all. I packed all my shit one day. I go to school. Then I came back home and no. I go to school and then I got word at school. I didn't have a phone at this time because I was in trouble all the time. So I got word because me and my sister went to the same school. She was like, "Yeah, they found out you packed all your shit. Like, Mama say, be ready when you get home, girl." I get home. She's livid. She's furious. She's like, "Unpack it all." She slapped the shit out of me. Mind you, yeah, never mind. But never mind. But yeah, so I'm like, damn, like, and at this point, I felt like, oh my God, I felt like that was the end for me. I felt like there was no way out, y'all. I literally felt like there was no fucking way out. Like, I felt like I was so stuck. I felt like, I just felt like it was over. And I low key wanted it to be over. I did. Like, and it was crazy because I had went into the bathroom after that and my granny was like, you need to be like within eyes view because girl, we don't need you doing no crazy shit. I feel like yeah, somebody that was their best bet to get me out that fucking bathroom. That's all I was saying. But so yeah, I just kept doing my shit. I'm just like, girl, at this point, fuck it, like for real, fuck it, like. I just seen 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Anyways, but I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is. Then I don't know, y'all. I just kept doing what the fuck I was doing. I didn't stop. I didn't have it in me to stop. I just didn't care anymore. So I was just chilling. I was just like, whatever, fuck it. Then I ended up getting kicked out, and I went to my daddy's house. And see, they didn't expect me to thrive the way that I did at my father's house. They did not expect that. But when I say I thrived, when I say I instantly felt at peace because I didn't have that much chaos around me. And granted, I love my siblings to death, love them to death, but I needed that. I needed to be away from everybody. I needed to have my own privacy. I needed to be, isolated because that's the type of life I'm genuinely supposed to live. I'm genuinely supposed to be isolated and not have people bombarding my space, And that was meant for me to be able to create boundaries cuz having mind you, we're living with my granny. I'm trying to count the rooms in the house. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 rooms, but it's 6 women in the house. Is it 6? Yeah, it's 6 women in the house. My mama, my granny, and my 4 sisters. Mind you, my mama get a room, my granny get a room. I'm sharing a room with my older sister, and then the 2 babies are sharing a room. I think. I don't even think that's how that. Because before the house was made the way it is now, like there was really 4 rooms in the house, and that's a whole nother girl. We came far. We came far as fuck. That's all I would say. Like, shit is so different. Like, this is the house I grew up in. This is my childhood home, but this is not how it always looked. And we really came far as people and as a household, inside and out. But so yeah, like I was always up under my sisters, always, and I've been able to. at that point, I've had the experience of having my own room. But me and then my mom was divorced. It's like, okay, girl, we don't got that luxury no more. We just got to do what we got to do. So I can say it was fun being able to, grow up with people, being able to share all these memories and have that sibling dynamic, that true sibling, that true sibling dynamic. It was fun. It was cool. But I also realized that I needed to be isolated. I needed to have my own space and I needed to be, in an area where I could get away and I could have secrets for myself. I could have things that I didn't have to share with other people. I feel like me as a person, I'm not gonna say I love secrets, but I love having privacy. Like I love being able to not have to disclose things with you. I love having the choice of if I want to disclose this or if I want to say it because it's me and it's my mind. It's my information that I have the right to. I love having a choice. I love being able to um, choose if I want to do something or not. I love having a say so in my own life. And I felt like being with my mother, I didn't have that choice. I didn't have that say so. I couldn't necessarily have the freedom to make a decision for myself. It was always you're either going to do this or you're not. It was always, well, I'm not even gonna say you're not. You're either gonna do this or you're gonna get beat the fuck up. Basically, I was so far from that. Like when I say the day I got kicked out, that was the last time somebody put their hands on. I'm not gonna say that. It's not true. That was the last time my mom put her hands on me. That was the last time a adult authority figure put their hands on me when I got kicked out. And I gave them a run for their motherfucking money with that situation. Like, you don't do no shit like my. I keep having to stop myself. Never mind, but I gave them a run with they for their money with that. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Yes. So back to the topic at hand. That's when a lot of my healing started because I started to realize a lot. I started to see that life could be different. I had exposure to things. I had a different outcome of life. I didn't live in an area where I felt like I had to abide a certain way in order to live, or I had to put up with certain things in order to keep going in life. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm trying to hurry up and jump to the topic because I'm getting deep in and it's 17 minutes in, well, damn near 18. So basically, she spoke about how we are basically our parents. And when she said that, I kind of like rejected that. Like I rejected that information until she broke it down. She was saying how we're just our parents reincarnated trying to fix past mistakes basically, or fix cycles that we're always we're always met with resistance in a sense. So when she says that, she's not saying that in a way of trying to articulate that we're going into their lives fixing their problems. We're going to meet a situation similar to theirs, whether we recognize it similar or not. We're going to meet a situation that they once, it's going to be the same, but through the lens, the sorry, it's going to be the same generically, I guess. But it's about how we handle the situation. So are we going to tackle this situation um in a different way, or are we going to continue to take on what it is that we learned? Because technically, yeah, we low key are our parents, like reincarnated. And it's already scary that sometimes I'll be looking at myself and I see my mama. It's already scary that sometimes I'll be looking at myself and I see my daddy. Like, yeah. So I don't doubt, honestly, that we're literally our parents reincarnated. It's just that we have our own life now. That this is not their life to try and live. And I guess that's why some parents really be trying to have control over their kids and try to take over, certain situations and I guess live through their kids because they feel like it's their second chance. But that's not the case. It's just the most they can really do is guide you. Don't try and take over the whole situation. And then a lot of people's idea of guiding is, like I said, subjective. It's a lot of subjective things. So in their head, they may be trying to guide you, but it would feel different to you as a person. It'll literally feel like they're hovering over you. It'll literally feel like they're trying to take over the situation and you can't have a mind or control yourself. Damn, that is why a lot of parents be acting like that. And that's so crazy. But no, even if you have to use certain tactics against them, because we are them, even if you have to use certain tactics against basically your more developed. I'm not even gonna say developed because that's not true. It depends on how you, what type of development. You know, I don't even know how to verbalize that. But no, she was just saying, we're basically here to break certain cycles. So it's not even us being our parents. It's like us being the people that birthed our parents or the people that birthed the people that birthed stuff. I'm not gonna go down the line, but basically that it's just us being able to right the wrongs of, I'm not even gonna say wrongs, right the traumas or fix the traumas, heal the traumas of people who came before us. So in our heads, we might be thinking, I didn't ask for this, I didn't ask. When low key, we probably did. We probably just didn't, And then it's so crazy because we're being withheld so much information. So a lot of people are genuinely feeling as though they hate the fuck out of this life shit. They literally hate the idea of it. They literally hate the idea of it. And that's because we don't have certain information. Like a lot of people are not able to access certain things. A lot of people are not able to even be near, you know, those things because of the way that the world is set up. Like, oh my God. And I try not even to think too deeply about the way that the world is set up because, excuse me, it's not that it confuses my brain, it's just irritating. The way that they have everything set up is so irritating to me because, and I wish I could understand, I wish I could articulate why people act the way they do, but all I could do is just focus on myself and see where I guess my lineage or where my ancestors have went wrong as people, and not even have went wrong. They were doing what they were doing what they could and working with what they had. But this is really a system where we're not meant to get in no, why am I talking like we're not meant to get nowhere? That's the system that they created. They don't want us to get anywhere. They want us to remain stagnant. They want us to continue to be lost. Hmm. And continue to prolong the trauma, continue to deepen it. Oh my gosh, hell no, that stops here. The fuck? No. When I think about it, like sometimes it really just pisses me off the way that they operate. But I'm so glad that I have the ability to not continue to follow those cycles, not continue to push those narratives that are incorrect, not continue to follow after things that confuse me. I don't like, that's the thing about my life though. I don't like confusion. I don't like shit that don't make sense. And I finally got into a point where if I see that it doesn't make sense, I go the other way. Cause what you mean it don't make sense? Everything makes sense. Everything in my life makes sense. So what do you mean I don't have access to shit that doesn't make sense? Why wouldn't I have access to shit that doesn't make sense? That's why I had to stray away from Christianity, because I had so many questions to ask and nobody had answers. I had so many like situations to speak about, and I just kept being met with, "Oh, girl, just pray. God got you. God got you." And I still don't have no answers. I'm still confused. I still don't know what to do about the situation. Like, yeah, he got me, but I'm still beefed out with so and so. Girl, yeah. Basically, we are our parents, and I don't know. That's why a lot of people be beefed out with their parents too. It's like sometimes, our parents lucky be hating themselves, and that's just like a very clear indication of what's going on in their heads. You argue with your parents is them arguing with themselves in their heads. And it's so crazy. But I'm glad, because granted, I don't really get along with my mama, but it gives me a different perspective. It makes me try and go about, it makes me believe that I should go about things a different way. Even if it is about, protecting my peace. It's like, yeah, I know how to protect my peace, but now it's time for me to learn how to be able to navigate situations where I can talk to people who has hate in their hearts or jealousy in their hearts or fear in their hearts. I can talk to people. I can still be able to say what I need to say respectfully and not have to be rude about it and not have to feel like I just have to, you know, be aggressive back in return. There's a way that I can go about it. There's a way that I'm gonna figure out how to go about it so that it doesn't have to be a situation where somebody is always harming somebody, Because now I've been able to gain control over my life to a point where nothing you say or do is going to affect me because I'm not going to allow it to. I'm not going to allow what you do to affect me because you're not going to have that access to me. You're not going to be able to even get that close to me to be doing some crazy shit. I'm not going to allow what you say to affect me because I realize that's just you battling with you in your head. That's just the way you're viewing things in your head. And I genuinely believe that I know how she views things because, like I said, I am her. And at a point in time, I was literally operating off a life like that. I literally was operating off a life like that not too long ago. Like, it was like at this point, damn near a year and a half ago, I literally was walking that same life that she lives. Literally, oh my gosh. And I be thinking about my actions and the things I used to do, things I used to say, the way I used to think. That's not a place that feels comfortable either. Because you see, I had to break out of it. That's not something that just feels comfortable. That's not nothing that I was proud of. So I'm sure, like in her head, I can see that she probably doesn't like that shit either. But she feels like that's just the way that she has to act. She feel like that's the way she has to survive. And because I've been able to be in that situation, because I've been able to view things from that point of view, now it's like I know how to go around it. I know how to work with that because that was once me. Now I'm a whole different person. Now I'm a whole different embodiment. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. It's so crazy. But yeah, damn. Speaking of, it's her birthday. Happy birthday. Hey. I'm dead. Shout out, shout out. But no, that's all I gotta say. It's just a crazy realization that I had. Yeah, I'm glad I received that information though. I can't lie, because it definitely changed my perspective. It's so easy now for my perspectives to change. Oh my gosh! Thank you, God, for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I can navigate situations different. I can go about things different. I don't have to be so hard body yaddy with people. I now know that I have the ability to be true to myself and also, have firm boundaries but be respectful about it. So I thank God for that. It only shows that I'm growing and I love that. I'm so happy for that. I'm so proud of myself. I'm always doing some shit like, damn, Caitlin, damn. But yeah, I love you. Thank you for watching. If you got to this point, oh my gosh, shout out to you. It's been 30 minutes, but I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.